Hello everyone, this is Aaron. In this class, we're going to unpack the relevance of the goodwill of the daughter of the Lord of Heaven to today's society. First of all, I'm going to talk about it from my own perspective as a Chinese person born after 1990. Then my British colleague David is going to cover mostly the same content, but completely in English. This is going to be fantastic English listening practice, so I suggest you listen several times until you get it all. And now, without any further ado, let's begin the class. 大家好，我们又见面了，我是 Aaron。这节课是要围绕我们讲的这个故事开一下脑洞，看看我们能从中获得什么样的启示。元宵节是我们中国人非常重要的一个节日，大家在那天合家团圆，一起吃元宵啊。当然，南方的朋友可能是叫汤圆哈，猜灯谜。在一些地方呢，街上还有一些舞狮子、踩高跷等等一些 traditional celebrating events 传统庆祝活动，给大家增添喜气儿。那么这个重要的节日起源是什么呢？有人说，西汉初年的一个正月15，皇族老刘家把外戚老吕家给连锅端了啊！为了庆祝这一个稳固大汉江山的功绩，汉文帝就把那天定为一个 national carnival 国家性的狂欢节。which was celebrated and enjoyed by both the ruler and the people of Han Dynasty. 汉朝军民同庆同乐，久而久之就演变成了今天的元宵节。总之啊，元宵节因何而来，一直没个定论。天地女儿的善意这个说法也挺有神话色彩。
Aaron told us about how Lantern Festival is one of the most important festivals for Chinese people. People eat sweet rice balls, guess riddles, and in some places there will be lion dancing. All is intended to give people a bit of happiness and good cheer. So what was the origin of this important festival? Some people say during the early years of the Western Han Dynasty, the royal family at the time drove out a rival family, the distantly related Liu family. So as to celebrate this event, which solidified the dynasty and brought stability, the emperor Han Wendi declared this day to be a national carnival, which was to be celebrated and enjoyed both by the ruler and the people of the Han dynasty. Over the years, the festival developed into the Lantern Festival. In short, Lantern Festival has all of these many explanations. The kindness of the Daughter of Heaven is just one of them.
但是在这节课里啊，我想和大家聊一些元宵节之外的东西，因为这个传说里，佳节的诞生和一场人间悲剧只隔着一层窗户纸，而险些造成悲剧的，则是人们的无知以及对于未知事物消极的态度。那么下面我就和大家围绕这个故事谈一谈面对未知事物时的正确态度问题。我们换位思考一下，假设我们是猎人村里的乡亲，会怎么样对待这只来路不明但是姿态雍容华丽的 celestial bird 天鸟呢？要是我的话，可能会把鸟伺候好了，养起来，再把这片林子开发成一个 scenic area 景区，村口售票，还能为村子创收，带领乡亲脱贫致富，何乐而不为呢？如果谨慎一点，我会试探性的喂它点吃喝，看看它的习性是否温顺，确定它不是善类之后，再考虑处置方案也不迟。反正我肯定不会像村里的这些村民一样不经细想就把鸟直接处决掉，因为首先杀鸟还得看主人，兴许这只大鸟是谁家飞丢的宠物，主人肯定着急呀。我们再换位思考一下，如果发现我们到处贴寻鸟启事都找不到的爱鸟被一群莽夫弄死，心里会不会有波澜？我的答案是会，更何况是万能的天地呢？我们另外一个脑洞从 conspiracy theorist 阴谋论者的角度出发，这则故事也可以叫天帝的钓鱼执法。天帝看人类不爽很久了，但苦于没有口实降罪，他知道那时的人类是 reckless and impulsive， 既鲁莽又冲动的动物，那故意让那只鸟出现在了村民的面前，引大家上钩。幸运的是，故事里的天帝女儿良心未泯，下凡及时通知了村民，村子才幸免于难，还促成了一个元宵节诞生的美谈。只是像他们这么好运的人，通常在这种非常喜庆的神话里才会呈现。 如果发生在真实的世界或者证据里面，等待受害者的只有命运的毒打。
Aaron then started to look a little more at the story. He noted that in this story, the village only escaped destruction by the skin of its teeth. He noted that if the village had been destroyed, then the story would have been similar to many fables in the West, in which gods destroy cities or sometimes whole nations because they are angry with the behavior of ordinary human beings. In this story too, it is misbehavior or perceived misbehavior that causes the Father of Heaven to be so angry. Now that makes Aaron wonder what he would do if he was in the situation of the hunters, encountering a strange, exotic bird that they had never seen before. He surmises that he would probably not have done as they did and killed it. He would rather have sought to protect it and raise it. These days, people would have declared it a rare or endangered species and lobbied to get that section of the forest marked as a protected scenic area. Soon there would be people charging for entrance. It would become a source of income for local villagers and a route for them out of poverty. Perhaps if I were being cautious, Aaron says, I would try to give it something to eat and drink and try to learn more about its habits. I would try to discover if it was docile or aggressive. If it appears to be aggressive to humans and I realize that it is not a friendly species, I would still have time to consider what further actions I should take. Whatever I do, though, Aaron says, I would not be like those villagers who thoughtlessly just killed it. After all, Aaron says, when you kill a bird, you first have to consider its owner. For all you know, this large bird is someone's pet. If so, the pet owner would definitely be worrying about it. Apart from which, this bird is so beautiful, whether or not it is a nationally protected bird, I would still not have the heart to kill it simply out of respect for nature and an appreciation of beauty. What about if a bird watcher was coming through the forest after I had killed the bird, Aaron asks. Would that bird watcher not feel terribly frustrated and upset to see a dead bird with its head smashed by a rock? Aaron then humorously puts forward a kind of ancient conspiracy theory. Maybe the Father of Heaven wanted to destroy the world anyway. Perhaps he knew that the people of that era were reckless and impulsive. He therefore deliberately allowed an exotic bird to appear before the villagers, knowing how they would react. Thanks to the pity of the Lord of Heaven's daughter and her informing the village, they all escaped disaster. And so the story was able to become a beautiful tale of the origin of Lantern Festival. Thinking about those villagers' reaction to that strange bird, Aaron then went on to talk in general about how human beings have, over the centuries, reacted to strange things that they do not know. The spirit of science impels people to keep on investigating phenomena in the world about which we do not have perfect knowledge. It is thanks to that spirit that technological advances and accompanying economic advances have been made possible.
同样面临着未知的事物，同样面临着知识的超纲，高人的正确决策还是值得我们学习借鉴的。这里就有一个例子，我觉得可以和大家分享一下。上世纪60年代，在机缘巧合下，中国的考古人员发现了乾陵具体位置。乾陵的主人是谁呢？男主人叫李治，大家可能不太熟悉他，但是他的妻子大家肯定认得，是武则天。和这对皇帝夫妻一起入土的，还有许多珍贵的陪葬文物，这在当时的文化界和考古界引起了巨大的震动。许多专家学者希望对乾陵进行发掘，大家的呼吁汇集成了一纸乾陵发掘计划，经过层层审批，传到了国家总理周恩来的办公室。不过，按照当时中国考古技术，能否成功的发掘与保存文物，还存在相当大的变数。周总理因此在未知面前选择了谨慎和尊重。权衡再三之后，他做出了一条非常委婉的批示：我们不能把好事做完，此事可以留作后人来完成。意思就是，等我们考古技术成熟之后再做发掘，要不然咱们就算挖出来也保不住啊！这对于中国文化的传承是一个莫大的损失。不管是从哪个角度来看，天帝女儿的善意这个故事办事太过鲁莽，怠慢未知事物都不好，因此我们很有可能在无意间害人害己。要是落入他人精心布置的圈套中，那更是糟心。 柏拉图这样说过 ：“The learning and knowledge that we have is, at the most, a little compared with that of which we are ignorant。”我们的学识比起我们的无知，终究还是微不足道的。我们绝大多数人都是普通人，不是 born to be knowledgeable 生而知之者，很难避免无知。但是我们不能把无知当个性，要对未知的事情抱有积极和谨慎的态度，微笑着面对它，而非单纯的排斥、畏惧或逃避。
However, the spirit of caution is sometimes also in evidence. In this context, Aaron mentions a famously wise decision by the first premier of the People's Republic of China, Zhou Enlai. During the 1960s, archaeologists uncovered the tomb of China's only empress, the Tang dynasty's Wu Zetian, and her husband. Premier Zhou considered carefully what should be done next. In the end, he made the decision that further excavating work should be left for future generations. He believed that such a valuable archaeological discovery needed to wait until the science of archaeology was further developed. In hindsight, this was not only a very wise decision, but also a decision that shows incredible restraint. The temptation, when faced with such an amazing discovery, to go ahead and dig must have been immense. On this occasion, we must be very grateful to Zhou Enlai that his caution restrained his curiosity. Aaron concluded his remarks by talking about the fact that the learning and knowledge that we have is, at the most, but little compared with that of which we are ignorant. All of us ordinary folk are born to acquire knowledge, but can't avoid having great ignorance about many things.